Alright, hello YouTube. This is going to be a talky episode, so if you just want to hear the audio of the talk, I'll put a link to that. If you want to hear a transcript of the talk, I'll put a link to that as well. If you don't want to watch this video at all, because it's just me talking over me playing Team Fortress, then that's perfectly alright with me. I really don't care. This is just an opinionated episode, so if you just don't like dealing with people's opinions even though they have them, then that's fine by me. Go watch somebody else. Right, so Mojang was bought out by Microsoft, or they're in the process of, from what I've heard, and personally, I'm not that big of a fan of that because I'm the type of person that does not like big businesses that just seem to run everything. Like, Microsoft is basically the Zaibatsu of computer software, and that just drives me crazy. And that people just think, oh, you need Microsoft Word to be productive in the office, or oh, you need Microsoft Windows to play video games. Well, you don't. You just don't have very much quality. Well, let's talk about gaming on Linux here for a bit. The thing that I've always had as problems is that all the Linux games are like the free sort of, other than like the source games that have just been ported for Steam for Linux, but a lot of the games are those sort of like free, fun knockoff browser, no, not the browser games, like, you know, Minesweeper, which was originally introduced in Windows to teach people how to use a mouse. Fun fact. But yeah, I mean, I'm a hardcore Linux user. That is one thing that is definite about me. But I respect the fact that I do need Windows for some stuff, because there are people who have not really coded software for Linux, and even though I would like to, I'm a hacker, not a programmer, so I really can't get around to programming something that's gonna be needed later on, and I would love to do that if I have the time or the programming knowledge, but most of my programming makes people think I'm a programming redneck. No joke. Yeah. Anyways, Microsoft's buying out Mojang. I mean, I have no problem with it. It's business, and what you want to do with your business does not mean that I should be mad at Mojang for selling out to a company that I'm not that big of a fan of. And, well, if they did that, well, who am I to judge? I mean, I read that Marcus was, did not want the stress of being the owner of a company as large as Mojang was getting, so I perfectly understand, because I'm the type of person that does not like having just a whole bunch of stress piled up on my shoulders, and I have not run a big business, and nor do I really ever have plans to. But, yeah. I'm just thinking I would probably have approved of the buyout more if it was Valve buying Mojang other than Microsoft, because I really like Valve now that I've started to see some of their games other than Team Fortress, and basically I've just played Team Fortress and Portal, but I've started to at least watch some Half-Life, and I do own Half-Life and Half-Life 2, because I probably bought those on the Steam for Linux sale, which, oh gosh, now I'm gonna start talking about why I'm a PC gamer and not a console gamer. But, no, I like Valve because they're kind of a calm and laid-back sort of video game company, not like uptight and stressful, and they're perfectly willing to go along with the community's jokes about how, like, say, Half-Life 3 is so awesome, your head will explode when you play it. That's just an example. And I also like them because they have a studio orchestra, and being of the fact that I am just a big hardcore music person, I like it when companies basically admit, hey, we have our own orchestra for recording music. So, Microsoft, if you want to get brownie points from this random guy in northern Minnesota whom you probably don't even know about, send me an email saying you have a studio orchestra, and then, like, link some audio from them. Yeah, it's It's business. I don't like it when business sort of gets in the way of making a good product, but it is business, and it's not my business to be messing in with somebody else's business, especially when it's my business to, well, learn stuff at school and then put people on the radio at night. So, which, by the way, I do work at a radio station, and it is my job to basically play commercials during a live show, which is a very interesting job to have, I must say. But, yeah. It's... yeah. Yep. And see, the thing about this whole transaction is, because I was reading in /r/Minecraft, somebody posted saying, I know this isn't /r/Minecraft, but what about the whole Mojang x Microsoft thing discuss? And I think this might be a very interesting change for the for Minecraft, because now you can well, I think it was Baj mentioned that Minecon might be a bit more organized and more structured and whatnot, which could be a good thing for some people. And yeah, I'm not complaining, I'm not mad, I'm just sort of expressing my thoughts because that's what I do. I'm a very opinionated person. I speak my mind, and if you have a problem with it, and you are willing to argue with me and tell me that I'm wrong with my opinion, then leave. Really, that's all I have to say. Because opinions are sort of just this... yeah. Right. So, yeah, I think that's mainly the serious part about this. I really don't mind that Minecraft and Scrolls and all the other Mojang games are being bought up by Microsoft, because it is business, and my business is not to bother with business. My business is to go to the polls on November 2nd and vote for people that I think would be amazing at running the states. Which, you know, well, let's discuss something a little bit more serious as well. Voting, if you're old enough to vote, go out and vote. I don't care who it's for. That is seriously it. Honestly, if I start a company, and I'm gonna probably base it in the United States, I'm going to literally say, alright, Election Day is a paid holiday as long as you go out and vote. Because I believe in voting. I don't think that the American voting system, especially for president, is the best, but it's one of the things. I'm like, I don't care if you vote for Mr. Smith down the road. I mean, if you think he would be a great president, then vote for him. If you think he would be a great governor or senator, vote for him. I don't care. But part of my whole voting thing is, I don't believe that if you don't vote, you have no right to complain about how Mr. President is doing a bad job. So, yeah. Also, I'm really sort of irritated about how, also in the States, we have more than two parties, but it literally does just seem like we have a two-party system where people are just trying to meet in the middle being, of course, say, like the average of the House and the Senate combined. Okay. If you don't like politics, then this was not your episode. Well, I'm talking here, I might as well just, you know... yeah. I know I only have like 19 subscribers, and I'm perfectly willing to accept that only 3 of them are probably going to watch or listen to all of this, but still, it's... the world is a very irritating place sometimes, and sometimes you need to just realize that and remember that, you know, everything does not go your way. Even if it should, it does not. Which is why I'm just so calm and easygoing and take the lemons that life throws at me, because, you know, when life gives you lemons, hey, free lemons. Do whatever you want with them. Sell them for $20 and, you know, make $50 off of 3.5 lemons. 2.5, 3.5, I can't math right now, I just did math homework. But yeah, Mojang and Microsoft, I actually wish the Mojang crew the best of future, the good luck, and good luck. They have made one game that I really enjoy, and I haven't looked into the other two, but I might sometime. Yeah. I suppose now I can talk about some stuff like, say, why I consider myself a PC gamer instead of a console gamer. It is because PC games are way cheaper than console games. Because you have a computer anyways, so you don't need to go out and buy a console. You can plug your computer into your TV if you have the right equipment, which isn't really that expensive, if you know where to look. And, you know, yeah, it's... And then with, like, stuff like the Steam sale, yeah, and you don't need to pay royalties to the maker of the console to get it on the market, so, like, let me actually run up Steam right now here and look at what's on the front page. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm now available. What price is that? What is that? Let's check. That is $49.99, so that's probably a really big one of those really big ones. Here, featured PC games: Counter-Strike, $14.99. Galactic Civilization 3, $49.99 on sale, $44.99. I have one for $16.99, $49.98, $19.99, $14.99, $22.99, $13.99, $19.99, $29.99. Because a lot of the console games are like right up in that $50 range, and see, that's why I like Steam. They're all the games that you can get. There are lots of really cheap games, and then there are lots of really good sales that make you say, oh, this game is usually $14.99 and is now $7.49. I should probably buy that right now, and that's actually what happened when I bought Counter-Strike. If you've seen the Party Popper clip, then you know what that is. Plus, I also like about PC gaming is that you can, if you want to write your own game, you can write it for a PC, and then if you're me, you like code it in Java and set it up so that you can run it on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so that way, you know, you don't have any crabby people yelling at you. This has been a talk of several different topics, hasn't it? Well, I think I will cut my audio here. I'll keep the Team Fortress going if I have any extra leftover clips, and yeah, thank you for listening, and have yourselves a very nice day. And remember, as always, my favorite Latin expression of carpe diem. Or, you know, if you want to put it in, would it be saca dia in Spanish? I don't know. Alright, well, see you guys in the next episode, which is probably going to be legendary.
The control point is being captured. The control point is being captured.